Breaking news. In a highly provocative and politically charged incident, a group of lawmakers inside Pakistan's parliament reportedly set fire to the Indian national flag, triggering immediate backlash from Indian authorities and drawing strong reactions across the region. The symbolic act, which was captured on video and widely circulated on social media, has ignited a new wave of diplomatic tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. According to media reports, the incident occurred during a heated session of the National Assembly in Islamabad, where a faction of parliamentarians staged what they called a protest against Indian aggression. As the session became increasingly intense, members of a nationalist bloc unveiled an Indian flag, placed it on the floor, and set it ablaze, shouting slogans in support of Kashmir and condemning recent actions by the Indian government. #, the event. A planned provocation or spontaneous act? Eyewitnesses inside the assembly chamber confirmed that the flag-burning act appeared to be pre-planned, with some members entering the building carrying the Indian tricolor folded within their clothing. As the session progressed, the group stood up, began chanting, and one member pulled out the flag before setting it on fire using a lighter. Despite warnings from the Speaker of the House to maintain order, the protest continued for several minutes before security intervened. Video clips show smoke rising inside the hall as some parliamentarians looked on in shock, while others clapped and cheered. Following the incident, the parliament session was suspended and an emergency closed-door meeting was held with senior parliamentary leaders to discuss the implications. #, government response. The government of Pakistan has not officially endorsed the act, but some members of the ruling coalition have expressed sympathy with the protesters' motivations. A spokesperson for the Prime Minister's office said, "While the method of protest was inappropriate within a democratic institution, the frustration expressed over India's continued human rights violations in Kashmir is shared by many in Pakistan." Meanwhile, opposition leaders have strongly condemned the act, calling it an embarrassment on the international stage and demanding disciplinary action against those involved. #, India reacts swiftly. India responded within hours. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs, MEA, summoned Pakistan's chargé d'affaires in New Delhi and delivered a strong formal protest, calling the flag-burning act disgraceful, inflammatory, and unacceptable. A statement from the MEA read, "The desecration of our national flag inside the halls of Pakistan's parliament is a direct insult to the sovereignty and dignity of the Indian Republic. This act goes beyond political disagreements and crosses the line of civilized international conduct. Indian political parties, including both the ruling BJP and opposition Congress, have united in condemnation, urging the international community to take notice of what they termed a dangerous escalation of political hostility." #, public reaction on both sides. The incident has gone viral across platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, with hashtags such as #flagburning and #India-Pakistan tensions trending in both countries. In Pakistan, public opinion remains divided. While nationalist groups praise the act as a bold statement against Indian policy in Kashmir, many citizens express concern over its impact on Pakistan's global image. In India, widespread outrage has fueled protests outside Pakistani consulates, and some nationalist groups have burned the Pakistani flag in retaliation, further worsening tensions on the street level. #, international response and diplomatic fallout. The United Nations, the European Union, and several human rights organizations have issued statements urging calm and restraint. A UN spokesperson said, "Symbolic acts that incite hatred or violence between nations must be avoided, especially when tensions are already high. Diplomacy and dialogue remain the only path forward." Western diplomats are now concerned that the incident may further derail any hopes of renewed peace talks between India and Pakistan, particularly with both nations already facing internal political pressure and border skirmishes in disputed regions. #, possible consequences. This incident may have long-lasting effects on bilateral relations. India is likely to raise the matter in international forums and may consider scaling back diplomatic channels or trade arrangements. Pakistan, on the other hand, faces growing scrutiny over the conduct of its lawmakers and its control over political extremism. Security has been heightened around Indian and Pakistani embassies in multiple countries, and foreign governments have advised caution for citizens traveling to the region. Conclusion. The burning of the Indian flag inside Pakistan's parliament is more than just a symbolic act. It's a powerful reflection of deep-rooted tensions that continue to define the relationship between two neighboring nations. Whether this will fade as a political stunt or evolve into a wider diplomatic standoff remains to be seen. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for further verified updates as more details emerge.